My most memorable experience at clinical this semester is probably when I did my knee evaluation CPE. Normally, our CPEs, or at least the two previous ones that we did on the cervical neck and the head, we did it on our preceptor Brittany, and she just kind of like faked the injuries and the symptoms and everything. So it was kind of not very stressful. I mean, it was, but it was kind of simpler. And this time around, we went into it thinking that we were going to do the same thing that we've always done. And we normally get like 2 hours of preparation time to ask her questions, and then we do it on her, or Marissa, because she can fake some of the symptoms too. But this time around, we showed up at clinical at 2, and by 2:15, I was doing an evaluation on a live patient, like a real patient, which was very stressful because I'd never done that before. And a little bit of background about Brittany and her grading is that she is under the impression that since she could not get 100 right now, if she took a CPE or something like that, we wouldn't get 100, which, yeah, makes sense. However, she does grade very hard, and I got points taken off her little tiny things in the past, and it's hard to motivate myself to study, prepare myself for the CPE, and get a really good grade, because no matter how hard I've tried, it's been an 80 or a 70, and I'm not an 80 or 70 student. So for this one, I pushed myself really hard to do well. Ended up getting an 83, which not bad, but not incredible. So yeah, like the grading was hard. She gave back more positive feedback, some more stuff rather than just like, oh, you did this wrong. She told us what we did well. We have a very extensive CPE compared to other clinical sites that I've talked to other students about. We do full range of motion testing, complete with like a scale of 1 through 5 with pluses and minuses. I don't know the name of it because we haven't learned it in class, but I'm responsible to be able to do that, which good for me that I now know how to do that more than most people don't. I also have to bring in an element of PRI, or postural restoration, and I don't know anything about that except for a couple presentations that we've had on it and general knowledge, and basically all I have to do is just look at their posture, how they're walking into the place or walking away, to see if that could be the source of where they're getting their pain. So this kid came in, and he was a junior on the lacrosse team, and he hurt his knee by falling on it in practice in the gym, so like a hard impact on it. And he said that it was like a lateral knee pain for about a week, maybe a little bit more. And it said it wouldn't go away, and it was kind of a hurting, throbby pain, sharpish pain deep in his lateral side of his knee. Originally, I had no idea what it would possibly be. I had all the information written down that I could possibly formulate an opinion on or a diagnosis on. And then I did 2 meniscal tests, Vesely's and Apley's compression. And both of them were positive. So in my mind, I was like, oh, this is the first thing I could think of, and this is what it probably is. Some sort of meniscal injury on the lateral side, which is that was possible. The mechanism of injury didn't really match it, but it could have happened. Then Zoe went, and she diagnosed as an LCL sprain or injury, which again, probably could have been. And then Brittany, from watching us, she did a Ober's test, and it was positive as well. So she thought it would be IT band tightness. In the end, like, it was just, kid was kind of a wuss and just kind of bruised his knee and was complaining a little bit much. So that's that. But that's probably my most memorable thing at Westbrook, because it was just so like stressful, and I didn't know that was going to happen. So yeah.